Am I bleeding? Oh yeah, that's blood. Yep. One sec. So Dispatch was released a couple days ago, and I have played episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I thought it would be fun if we talked about some of the stuff in this game and whether it's, Telltale 2.0 or is it, kind of a flop. And this review will be spoiler free, so you don't have to worry about any of that. I will make a full spoiler review when all the episodes come out, so don't worry about any spoilers. We're going to be reviewing and talking about 3 things. We're going to be talking about the cast and their characters. We're going to be talking about the story, and we're going to be talking about the gameplay. So let's get into it. The first thing I'm going to talk about here is the cast and the characters. I absolutely love the characters in this game. Like, I swear to God, everyone is sort of alive in their own way. And this is definitely helped by the amazing stars that are cast in this game. We got Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. You may know him as Jesse Pinkman, as Mecha Man or Robert Robertson. We got Erin Yvette, who played Snow White in the Wolf Among Us Telltale game, playing as Blonde Blazer. We got one of the biggest content creators in YouTube history, which is Sean, aka Jacksepticeye, who plays a character called Punch Up. We got Travis Willingham as Phenomenon, and we have my favorite casting and my favorite character in this game, which is Sonar, who is played by the man himself, Moist Critical, aka Charlie, who you might know him from his groundbreaking performance in Hunger Games Mockingjay District 8 Hospital Helper. I love Charlie, man. He's so fucking hilarious. We got the incredible Jeffrey Wright as Chase, and the amazing Laura Bailey as Invisigal, along with many other amazing casts in this game. But truly, I cannot fathom how alive the characters feel in this game. They got so much charisma, they're so fucking hilarious. The story around them is absolutely amazing. The performance is so fucking incredible. They really bring every single character to life. Like, I swear, during the gameplay where I'm playing as Mecha Man and as a dispatcher, I feel like these characters are actually talking with me. Like, I feel like I'm in the conversation, which is, such a phenomenal job from the game and the cast.
This is your dispatcher, Robert Robertson. I'm starting my first shift.
Oh my God. Tell me that's not your real fucking
Standing,
name.
bitch! You can't be this shook on your first day, come on!
Can we clear the channel, please? There's a lot of overlapping on this.
Honestly, in terms of casting, if I have to rate it out of 10, this would easily be a 10 out of 10. Truly superb casting and superb characters. Next up, we're going to be talking about the overall story so far, because not everything has been released yet. And of course, it's going to be spoiler free, as I said. The game takes place in a world where there is superheroes and supervillains, obviously. The main character, Mecha Man, comes from a line of superheroes in his family who do not have superpowers. This family is sort of like Iron Man, where they basically have an armored suit and, they fight crime with it and stuff. And Robert Robertson is the third one in this family. A bunch of stuff happens which leads Mecha Man to retire from being a superhero because his armor was damaged. A few weeks later pass by and he gets an offer from a group called the SDN, the Superhero Dispatch Network, where he basically gets the offer of a police dispatcher, like literally. You take control of a group who were previously supervillains and they're sort of into a program. This program basically gives them the chance to use their powers, not for evil, but for good. And some of the characters in that group is obviously Sonar, Invisigal, Punch Up, Coupe, and many others. The story so far is really, really intriguing, and I literally cannot wait for the other episodes to release. I just hit my fucking microphone. Fuck. But as I was saying, I'm really excited to see what happens next in the story. I can't wait to play because everything is sort of leading to a very, groundbreaking story, at least so far. And what they have set up so far, these 4 episodes, is very interesting. Oh my fucking God, it's so hot in here. Sorry about that. The final 2 episodes of the game is going to release around November 15th, so it's not that far along. So thankfully, there isn't a lot of wait between episodes. It's basically a week for 2 episodes. On a scale from 1 to 10, I would rank the story so far at least an 8.59 out of 10. Like, it's very, very intriguing. The only thing so far that I'm not sure about is whether the choices actually mean something or not. This game is a choice-based game, and so far we don't know if any of the choices that you make actually lead to different endings or different outcomes. We still don't know, because at the end of episode 4 there was a choice that could change the whole story from a certain perspective. Now, whether this would change anything drastically or not, I guess we'll have to wait and see in episode 5 and episode 6. But yeah, that's the only thing that I'm not sure about currently. But overall, very, very solid story. The last thing I'm going to be talking about here is the gameplay. And this is where I'm not super sure about the gameplay, and let me explain why. So in my experience, I never played a game sort of like this. I have played sort of choices games before, obviously with Telltale, The Walking Dead, Detroit Become Human, you know, The Wolf Among Us, yada yada yada. So the gameplay to me is pretty unique. I've never played this sort of games before, where it's basically, you know, you play as a dispatch, as I said, and there's certain people who call you who want help, whether it's a gang member shooting, or, you know, grandma needs help to save her cat from a tree, or stuff like that. And basically you have a group of heroes that I talked about, and each certain mission has its own sort of requirements needed, whether it's intelligence, might, vigor, stuff like that. And each character has their own sort of stats where you can upgrade them as you gain more points and experience. The more the character fits into the mission's category and mission's requirement, the more success you will have in finishing said mission. Now, on paper, it does sound a little bit boring, and usually I would not like these sort of games, but I can't lie. So far, it's actually been quite a fun. And part of that fun is the absolute hilarious dialogue between Mickey Man, Robert Robertson, and, you know, the other superheroes, where they, you know, it's sort of banter back and forth with each other, which is very fucking cool and super hilarious at times. You sort of feel like the whole group with Robert Robertson is like sort of a dysfunctional family in a way, and it's very, very fun. One thing I'm not so certain about is I'm not sure how this gameplay would translate over a lot of more episodes left, because we still have 4 more episodes. And at the end of episode 4, I was kind of like, okay, this is cool and all, but I'm not sure if it's enough to satiate, you know, a whole game with this gameplay. So I hope they switch things up a little bit in the gameplay department, not the choices department, but the gameplay department, because I'm not sure, at least to me, it will be as captivating as right now, because over time you start to get used to it and it's like, okay, but is there something else? Overall, I would rank the gameplay, again, the choices and the SDN gameplay, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. But overall, as a game, Ad Hoc Studio, you guys fucking killed it. Like, truly, massive props. Please cast me as one of the characters in, you know, season 2 or something. I promise you I'm a good actor. The characters are fantastic. The cast is absolutely beautiful. The story looks intriguing so far. The gameplay is also pretty cool, which I did not expect at all because of what I've seen from, you know, other people playing it and stuff. I thought this wasn't my type of game, but I mean, so far, it is captivating. And I definitely recommend you guys play this if you sort of like the Telltale games or choice-based games. And, you know, overall a good story, amazing graphics, and, you know, the cartoonish animation style in this game is absolutely phenomenal. It gives very heavy Invincible vibes, truly. Like, this game is literally in the game. Truly. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this sort of content where I just sit down here, yap about a bunch of stuff, whether it's about video games, movies, TV shows, animes, etc., I would appreciate if you guys hit that subscribe button, maybe like the video and share it with a couple of your friends who have similar interests as we do. We're aiming for that 500 subscribers and we're already around 160. And I hope you guys will join me on this journey. But that's it from me, guys. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.